Hello everyone, welcome to DC Minds. In this video, we are going to learn to write a program that will help us to find whether a number is prime or not. So let's see what is prime number. Okay, so prime is a number which is greater than 1 and it is divisible by itself. So what do I mean by this is, let's see. So here if you see this 2, 3, 5, 7, 11 and 13, 17, all these are prime number because it is greater than 1 and it can be divided by itself. Means you cannot divide this number by any other numbers. Okay. So these are prime number and these are not prime numbers because you can divide this number by other numbers also, because here 4 can be divided by 2, 6 can be divided 2 and 3. Okay. So according to Wikipedia, the definition of prime number is the prime number is a natural number. It's greater than 1 and that is not a product of two natural numbers. Basically here if you see this 2 is not a product of two number. Basically it is having only one product. So you cannot divide by other numbers. If you see this 4, it is a product of two numbers like 2 into 2. If you see this 6, this 6 is a product of two number like 2 into 3. So these are not uh, prime number. It should not be product of two. That's why these are prime number, these are not. So let's see how we can find the number is prime or not. Okay, so always we should keep in mind that if a number is not prime number, then that number will be divided by a number which is always less than or equal to half of that number. What do I mean by that is, suppose 24 is the prime number. So sorry, 24 is not a prime number. In this case what will happen, this 24, the smallest value by which this 24 is divisible is 2. So and this 2 will always be less than half of this given number. Okay, so even the this 24 can be divided by 2, 3, 4, 6, 8 and 12. So all those factors are less than or equal to this 12, that is nothing but half of this number. Okay, so this is what I mean by this statement. Its factor is always less than or equal to its half. Okay, so let's see another example. Here 49 is not a prime number, and in this case if you see, right, its smallest factor is 7, means 7, it can be divided by 7, and this 7 is less than this 24, and I am not considering the decimal value in this case. So keep in mind this note that if a number is not a prime number, its the smallest factor, all the factor that it can be divided by is always less than or equal to half of that number. Okay, so let's see how we can find whether number is prime number or not. Okay, so let's take an example. So here we have given a number, its value is 49, and we'll see how we can find it as it is prime number or not. Okay, so as we know, this non-prime number will always be, the factor of that non-prime number will always be less than or equal to half of that number. So we'll always check from 2 to half of that number, given number, till we get the remainder as 0. So what we'll do, we'll check whether this 49 is divisible by 2 to this half of this number till we get this remainder as 0. So let's see how. So first what we'll do, we'll check from this 2 to 24 till we get remainder as 0. So here 49 divided by 2, what will happen? In this case remainder will be 1. So what will remainder is not 0 here. So what will happen? We'll divide by 3 and also remainder is 1. Then we'll divide by 4, remainder is still 1. We'll divide by 5, remainder is still not 0, then we'll divide by 6, then we'll divide by 7. So in this case, if you see here, the remainder is becoming 7, means this 49 is divisible by 7. And if you see this 7 is less than this half of this 49, means this is in the range of 2 to 24 and half of this given number. Okay, so we'll stop here and we'll get to know this number is prime number. Okay, similarly, if you take another example, in this case this 24 is given number, and we'll check in from the range of 2 to 12, half of that number. And in this case, this by dividing by 2 only, the remainder is become 0. So we can see this, it is not a prime number. This 49 is not a prime number. Okay, similarly we'll see another number. So here if you see this 5, right, so if you can divide this 5 from 2 to 2 itself, because half is so when you divide this 5 by 2, you will get remainder as 1, and you cannot proceed further. So in this case, this remainder is 1 and we cannot proceed further. This means this 5 is a prime number. So these are the various C programming concept that we'll be using to write this program. Basically the program that will help us to find a number is prime or not. Okay, so if you don't know this concept, you can watch my lecture on this concept, and I have given the link of each of these concept in the description below. So let's see the program. So this is the program that will help us to find a number is prime or not. So let's see how this program works in detail. So now we have the program like this, and this program is having a function that takes input as a number and it returns either 0 or 1 to indicate whether it is prime or not. It will return 1, that means the number is not prime. 0 means number is prime. Okay, and then what will happen, now the program execution start here, and then it will come here, again it will come here. So when it comes here, what will ask, when it comes here, it will ask the user to enter a number. So suppose the user entered that number as 49. So 42, I want to check whether 49 is prime or not. So what will happen here, we'll check this as what will happen, this function, this scanf will read this value in n, and n will be having now 49. Okay, now next what will happen, this flag equal to prime of n will get called. So this prime function is getting called with the value of 49, n equal to 49. Okay, so what will happen at this line, what will happen, since we are calling this prime function, what will happen, the control will go to here, from here to here, means destination of the function. So now what will happen, execution of this prime function will start, and then what will happen, it will go inside this and it will declare initially the flag is equal to 0. By default we are saying the number is prime, 0 indicates prime, and then we'll start a for loop, and this for loop will check whether number is divisible by uh, and divisible by any other number than itself. So and we always remember we'll check always from 2 to half of that number, in the range of 2 to half of that number. So that's why the for is having 2 to half of this number. Okay, so now what will happen, initially I is 2 and this condition will be checked. So what will happen, I value is 2 and this num divided by 2, nothing but here num value will come as 49. So it will be 49 divided by 2, so it will become 24, because we are not considering the decimal value. So this condition is true, 2 is less than equal to 24, this condition is true. So now the control will come here and this calculation will happen. So what will happen, this will try to find the remainder. Basically this modulo symbol, this is used to calculate the remainder. So in this case num value is 49 and it will be modulus 2 because I value is 2, so it will be check whether this remainder is equal to 0. So in this case remainder will be 1, so this condition will become false. Now this condition has become false, so what will happen, it will not go inside this, instead it will come out and then it will come again to this line. Okay, so now value of I will get incremented and now it will become 3 because initially value of I was 2. Now again what will happen, this condition will be checked and in this case also the condition is true because I value is 3 and 3 is less than 24. Yes, it is true. So what will happen, again control will come here and then again this remainder will get calculated and in this case also the remainder will be 3. So what will happen, 1 equal, sorry, remainder will be 1, so 1 equal to 0, it is false. So again what will happen, control will not come here, instead the control will go here and value of I will be incremented again, so from 3 to 4. Okay, now again what will happen, this condition will be checked and in this case also the condition is true because 4 is less than or equal to 24. This is true. So again what will happen, this remainder calculation will happen and it will be checked. So in this case also remainder will be 1, so it will, this condition will become false. So again what will happen, it will not come here, instead it will go here and again value of I will be incremented. So value of I will be incremented and it will become 5 and then again this condition check will happen. So here you can see this again, in this case also this 5 is less than 24, it is true, and then again remainder calculation and it will be false in this case also because 49 uh, modulus 5 will give remainder as 4, so it is not equal to 0, so this will become false and then again control will come here and again value of I will be incremented and value of I will become 6. So for 6 we'll see in the next slide what will happen. Okay, so now the value of I is 6. So again what will happen, this condition will be checked and this condition is again true. Okay, because 6 is less than 24, so there is some typing problem here. So this condition is still true, so what will happen, it will come here and then it will check for this remainder. Okay, and what will happen, this in this case 49 is 49 modulus 6 will give remainder as 1, so 1 equal to 0, still this is uh, false, so this condition will become false because this again this condition became false, then what will happen, again control will come here and value of I will be incremented. So value of I will be incremented and now it will become 7. Okay, now again what will happen, again this condition will be checked. So now in this case 7 is less than 24, yes it is true, then what will happen, again this line of code will get executed and in this case again remainder will be checked. So in this case 49 modulo 7, so if you divide this 49 by 7, in this case it will give remainder as 0. So this 0 equal to 0, both are same, means remainder is also 0 and we are checking for condition 0. So in this case this will become true. So when this becomes true, what will happen, from here the control will come here and this flag will become 1 and will break is not, break means stop the execution of this for loop, means basically it will take the control out of this for loop and again it will come to this line. So here it will come to this line, so now this line for loop is here and the break is terminating the control from this for loop and it is coming to this line. So what will happen, this line what will happen, it will again return the control to this prime. So initially the control has gone from here to here, now control will go from this line, return means to this line, and now the value of this flag will be 1. So now this flag will be having value 1 because this is returning 1. Initially here it became 1 and we are returning this, means the flag will become 1 here. So now the value of flag is 1. So what will happen, now we'll check for this condition. So flag equal to 1. So in this case value of flag is, here we got the value of flag as 1. So 1 equal to 1, this is true. So since it is true, what will happen, it will come here and it will check, it will display this message actually. So it will display the message as the given number 49 is not prime because it is divisible by 7. So like this you can try with different number and trace like this. Okay, so basically uh, um, we should remember that if a number is not prime, then its factor is always less than or equal to half of its number, and these are some examples. Okay, so these are the point we should remember. And thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comment section.